How's it going? And today we're going to be talking about the mindset for sales. And we wanted to kind of maybe get away from the whole concept of selling, and instead, how can you turn it into helping in a pharmacy setting? So I guess a lot of the times when you do greet a customer or a patient who comes through the door and you say, "How can I help?" or "How can I help you today?" Look, the clue is right there in your sentence. How are you actually going to help them? So if you have to help them based on the knowledge that you've got, based on the information that they are giving you, and based on the questioning that you're that you're asking them, and then you get that information, and then based on the resources that you've got available to you, what's the best way you can help them? And essentially that conversation, some people call it sales, I call it helping. And if you don't actually help them or sell to them, then really how much benefit are you actually helping them achieve or get over the problem that they have come in to ask for? So an example that I like to use, and this was actually really good because this came from a pharmacist of ours, and the way that it kind of really bedded down for her was she had the example that, you know, we've all got that childhood friend, you know, our best friend when we grew up, and that and you were always over at your friend's place, and their mum kind of looked after you both, kind of like a second mum. So you've got this really deep history with this woman who just really looked after you and kind of loved you and cared for you. Now imagine you're in the pharmacy and that mum, your friend's mum, came into the pharmacy and she wasn't well, and she said, "Hey, look, I'm really struggling." And you're like, "Oh my gosh, how can I help you?" And then you start asking her some questions. Now, before you actually dive into that, imagine your owner came or your boss came and tapped you on the shoulder and said, "You know what? This is a childhood kind of like auntie or friend of yours. You know what? Take all the time that you need, and anything in this pharmacy, whether it be medicines or services, is completely for free. Go for it. Just help her as best as you can." Now imagine what type of conversation would you be having with her? How much time would you be actually spending with this woman? What type of questions would you be asking? What type of empathy would you be displaying? And then based on that information, what type of services or products would you be recommending her? Now you want to help as best as possible because you just want what's best for them. And when you take away the price aspect of it, really that you've just come from the intention of helping. So really when you boil that down, what's the difference between that example and that auntie versus anyone who comes in through the pharmacy doors? How can you actually help them? What makes one person more special and more deserving of your time and deserving of your recommendations that you genuinely want to help them? What makes the difference? So I'll get you to ponder on that one, and I'll see you in the next video.